Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is, how can I create a healthy diet to lose weight? And the answer is that there are so many choices, and it's better to change your food philosophy, in my opinion. But, let's just go back to your question, right, which is how to create a healthy diet to lose weight. I mean, come on, you have the internet. There are so many different diets out there that you can find out for free. It's really not that hard to find a diet. So if you want to create one, there's plenty to choose from. But I think actually it's instead of trying to follow some plan to the letter, that it can be good to start by changing your entire food philosophy first of all. So that means lots of kind of like simple rules that you can follow that are going to make you automatically eat healthier no matter what anyway, and lose weight too. The first thing is that you got to start eating healthier. That means less junk. That one's pretty obvious. Don't go to McDonald's or fast food joints a few times a week. You shouldn't really even go once a week. Once every 2 weeks is maybe okay. And if you do, obviously don't supersize and all that kind of stuff. The other thing I would say is switch to drinking water. If you're drinking sodas all the time, just switch to water and nothing else. Believe me, you will lose a lot of weight if you just drink. If all you do is switch to your drinking to water and don't do anything else, you'll lose a lot of weight. And I know that at first, the first couple of days, it seems like water's so boring and tasteless, and you have cravings to have your sodas again. But believe me, it only takes a few days, and you'll kind of fall in love with water. And then after that, if you try a soda, which I've done actually, it just tastes nasty. It really just tastes horrible, and you just didn't realize it at the time before. It's quite incredible, really. Another thing is to get more fruit in your diet. We should be getting fruit every day anyway. In fact, some people believe that our diet should be like 80-90% fruit. So if you don't get fruit in your diet at least once a day, then you're doing something wrong. Get it in your diet at least once a day. Make it a snack, okay? It doesn't have to be like a meal or anything. Make it a snack. Have at least one fruit snack a day, and later on you can increase that to 2. But you need to get at least one snack of fruit, of about 100 to 200 calories in your diet every single day. And if nothing else, it's going to give you nutrients, and it's also going to give you much needed fiber. It's going to help your digestion, basically. Okay. So these are some of the things. I also would say to you that you need to start counting calories. Some people say you don't need to. I think that people do need to, because if you don't count calories, you can kind of cheat. You can kind of say, well, I didn't eat much, and I don't know why I'm still not losing any weight, but it can't be my fault. Okay, I know some people like that, but the truth is, if they counted their calories, they would realize they were cheating themselves. They were actually eating too much. So count your calories, and that way you can make sure you're always eating less than your body burns every day. If you're a woman, you need to eat less than 2,000 calories a day, and if you're a man, you need to eat less than 2,500 calories a day. And if you do that, you're guaranteed to lose weight. If you eat 500 less than the amount that you burn out of those figures I gave you, then you'll lose a pound a week. If you eat 1,000 less, you'll lose 2 pounds a week. And that is just the simple truth. There's no getting away from that. And that's why counting calories is pretty cool. So anyway, these are some things. Another thing about your food philosophy I recommend is that people, a lot of food these days has a really high glycemic index. And people think the tobacco industry is corrupt, but if you look at the food industry, it's even worse. All these foods that they produce, and then they get it when people say to them that they're actually the kind of food that they're selling, it just makes people crave more food, and they just come out with the excuse, oh, you can have anything in moderation. Well, that's true, you can have anything in moderation, but you know what? Most people don't eat these things in moderation. They eat them to excess, which is why we have this obesity problem. So, what you need to do is you need to avoid these foods that are loaded with sugar and salt and a high glycemic index. What does that mean? A high glycemic index means that it causes your insulin system to go into shock, and it makes you crave more food very quickly. And eventually, it will lead to type 2 diabetes, okay? It's really not good for you. And all kinds of other problems too. Some people believe it's implicated in cardiovascular disease as well. But the main thing is that you can't eat all of these high glycemic index foods. They're just so bad for you. And the rule of thumb to spot these things is if they are refined, so white bread, white pasta, anything white like that, white sugar, it means it's been refined. It means that you've taken the natural ingredient and you've stripped out all the fiber and all the other stuff that your body needs, and you just left it with like the sweetest or the most tasty part. And I'm telling you, it's not healthy for your body to just have only the sweetest or only the tastiest bit. That is what gives you this insulin shot. So try brown pasta, brown rice. You know, when I first tried these things, I thought they tasted like cardboard. You know what I now think? I now think that the white versions just taste too strong, and I now think that the brown versions actually have more flavor, real flavor. So, you know, you'll get used to this, and this is all part of changing your food philosophy. So anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. Listen, I just want to recommend a link to you below. If you have lost weight in the past and you just put it back on again, you want to check out this site down below, because this is a radical different way where you can see, actually, if you click on the link down there, you'll immediately see the stories of people and their before and after pictures, and you'll then soon realize that this is not like those yo-yo diet methods. This is completely different. You really want to see this. You'll also immediately get a great tip on how to lose stomach fat, not only quickly but also easily. And so if you've always desired to have that flat stomach, to be in shape, to have a permanent weight loss and not go put it back on again, to not have the cravings, to not feel deprived, then you really need to check this out. It's going to blow you away. So just click on the link below. It'll take you to that site immediately. You can see it, judge for yourself, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.